Hey everyone, so I want to make this a health and weight loss motivational video. And I know that most of my videos in a roundabout way are health motivating and weight loss motivating in some way or another, but I want to make this one a more direct, really targeted in with people that are really struggling right now with their diets and staying on board with the high carb vegan lifestyle. It's been one that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I've been kind of waiting for the right time to do it. All right, and anyways, I want to first start off this video by saying that this YouTube series that I've created is not only about spreading the high carb vegan message and the weight loss and positive health message and all of that, but it's also about sharing my life with you guys, and it's about being 100% honest, 100% real with you guys, and putting everything that I have inside of me out there for the world to see, for the world to see and hear. And I've unraveled and talked a lot about my life and have given you guys a real, candid, honest look, inside of my life's biggest insecurity as well as my life's biggest accomplishment, which has been my struggle and my overcoming of morbid obesity. So I put this video series out there because I truly want people to find something about my story, about my weight loss journey that they can relate to and identify with, that can genuinely help them in a very positive way. All right, something that will inspire them, maybe that will motivate them when they need a swift kick in the ass. I just really want to be of service to people because I am a very compassionate human being who really understands what it's like to be overweight. I know what it's like to deal with that struggle of feeling lost and feeling hopeless and just dealing with excess amounts of weight, and you don't know where to begin. All that I totally sympathize. Like I said, I am a compassionate human being and I get it, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this YouTube series. I want to give back to those that gave me so much when I was battling and dealing with my own weight issues. And for those that were helping me, encouraging me, and coaching me all along through my weight loss journey. It's my way of kind of paying it back. So I want to dedicate this video to all my subscribers, viewers, friends of mine on Facebook, or anyone out there who is really struggling with their weight and are struggling with their health. I know you guys are out there in the world because I get messages all the time from people all across the world, that are just having issues with their diets and having issues staying on board. And I know at times it can be difficult. And I'm going to be 100% real with you guys. I'm going to be 100% honest with this. Dieting, changing your physique, changing your body, making a positive health change, making a big dietary change is not easy. And no one ever said it fucking was going to be. That's just the way it is. All right, making a drastic change, going from a standard American diet to a vegan lifestyle is a big change. All right. When it comes to weight loss, when it comes to better health, you gotta want this shit more than anything in the world. You really do. And here's the thing: you don't think that I struggled, and I know a lot of you guys know this. I lost 240 pounds in 10 months, but don't think for a second just because I lost it in 10 months that it came easy. It was not easy at all. I dealt with a lot of bullshit. I'm not ashamed, and I'm not too man enough to admit that there was plenty of nights where I cried myself to sleep because the cravings, the detox, all the kaleidoscope of emotions that were going through my head just became too much. It became too much. It was so overpowering that I didn't know any other way of releasing it other than to just break down. And that's what I did over and over again, especially in the very beginnings of my transition. It's tough, very tough. There were so many moments. I look back now, and there's so many moments, especially in the beginning, like I said, that I just want to throw my hands in the air and say, fuck it. I give up. I'm done with this shit. I can't do this anymore. This is just becoming too much for me. I feel like just throwing in the towel. And I let that negative voice of reason come in and creep its way into my head, saying, you know what, dude, you don't need this. This is not the way for you. And I had to remind myself that when I took that leap forward, that I was no longer going to be living in the past. I wasn't going to look in the past anymore. I only wanted to move forward. I only wanted to look to the future. And um, no matter how difficult life got, I stuck with it. I just stuck with it. I could see the results happening. I could see the positive health changes, and it just kept me going. And, you know, I will admit, I'm a very stubborn, headstrong individual, and I'm not a quitter. I don't quit on things. I have way too much pride, and that's really what kept me going. It really was my pride. It was like, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go against all the naysayers. Anyone who ever put me down, anybody who ever teased me, bullied me, whatever. Like, I've been through it all. Like, I'm gonna show them what I can do. I'm gonna take a negative and turn it into a positive. And you know, and here's the thing. Although I lost 240 pounds and life really opened up to me, you know, all those, you know, I didn't just all of a sudden become magically happy, and, you know, all of a sudden life is peachy and you know, all my problems went away, because I still have my struggles. And this is the part where I get really, really honest with you guys, and how I've been in my other videos. I still have my mental struggles. You know, I struggle with things like my identity, you know, finding, you know, forgiveness for those that have hurt me in the past, and, you know, and I'm still figuring out who I am in this world. You know, I'm doing my own self-discovery right now. I really am. And who I was, who I used to be, the very thing that defined me my whole life, which was being obese, is now gone, and will soon to be gone when I go in for my, you know, my skin surgery here that I'm hoping to go in for in a few months. Like, I'm gonna be going in for a full body lift, where they're gonna slice me, dice me up and down, and, you know, 7 hours of surgery. I'm gonna be saying goodbye to 31 years of who I am. That's something that I'm anxious about. I'm very nervous about it. I'm very excited about it. Don't get it wrong. It's going to give me a chance to really redefine my life and really define who I am. So I'm going through a lot of different things in my head right now, and it is something though that I feel truly blessed for. I mean, I don't take a second of this for granted. I am so thankful that I got a second chance at life. I am so glad that I found this lifestyle, and that I was able to finally do something about my life's biggest struggle, which was my obesity, like I said. And I feel like I personally found what I believe to be the secret of a lifetime of great health, and that is a plant-based lifestyle. It just improved my life full circle. So anyways, with all that being said, with everything being said, I really want to emphasize this, especially this what I'm about to tell you. I want nothing more than for you to also reach your health goals. Do not listen to people that tear you down. Do not let people tell you that what you're doing isn't healthy, that it isn't right, that you can't do it. Ignore the haters, man. I'm telling you. Don't let people tear you down. If I let people get to me, if I listen to people who were tearing me down, people that were giving me the wrongful advice 2.5 years ago, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I probably wouldn't even be alive, to be honest with you. As many of you know, I probably would not be here if I had listened to them. I'm glad that I stuck to my guns, and I stuck with what I knew was right, what I felt was right. And maybe you don't have people like that in your life. Maybe everyone around you is very positive and very uplifting. And if that's the case, then shit, more power to you. That's great. But, you know, so maybe you are your own worst enemy. Maybe you are the one getting in the way of your own health goals, your own personal success. Maybe, you know, if you're easily manipulated by others, easily swayed by others, then you're pretty much just a sycophant to somebody else's ideology, man. And I think that's bullshit. You have to be a leader. Stand up for your own. Stand up for yourself. Make your own decisions. Like, don't let people influence you in a negative way. Like, the difference between leaders and followers are leaders make choices that lead to success. Followers are the people that are lagging behind, that are not reaching their goals. All right? And if you have that voice of unreason in your head telling you that you can't do it, or, you know, telling you, oh, it's too difficult, or, oh, you know, the hell with it, I'm done with this, then you tell that voice to shut the fuck up. That you are on a mission for better health, for weight loss, that you are going to reach your goals. and nothing is going to get in your way. No obstacle, nothing. You know, and I've said this in other videos, but you need to find that thing inside of you that's going to motivate you. It's going to keep you dedicated to this lifestyle. You got to find it, hold it, don't let it go. You got to find that driving force. You know, for me, it was the fact that, you know, as dark as this may sound, I just didn't want to die. I didn't want to die. I mean, I wake up every morning thankful that I made it through the night. That is no way to live. And in fact, my mother and I, we were talking the other day, and you know, I had told her about, yeah, you know, I was overweight, but you know, I guess I was kind of happy or whatever. And she was like, Jared, don't you get it? That was no way to live. You just, you know, crawled up in your bedroom, or up in, you know, just in your apartment, you know, just shutting the world off and, you know, kind of living your own world. That's no way to live your life. You know, she reminded me that I missed out on so many fun experiences, so many different life events, things, you know, things that I had passed up on because of being overweight and feeling ashamed and having low self-esteem. She reminded me of that, and you know, I guess I need to be reminded once in a while, especially by those that are close to me, of, you know, where I used to be, and to snap me out of my negative thinking once in a while. And a lot of my motivation and my dedication continuing on is that I use to this day is the many people in my life when I was younger who would put me down. All the bullying, all the teasing, all, you know, even in my adulthood, people, you know, like talking behind my backs, and people that were just very negative, you know, and you know, just being reminded of, you know, growing up and getting the shit kicked out of me by people, and just feeling like just a worthless piece of shit my whole life. You know, I use that as my motivator to keep me going. And also what keeps me going is you guys, you the viewers, people on, you know, Facebook, you know, just hit me up saying, hey man, you know, your story really inspires me. I really appreciate you putting this out there for the world to see, and that, you know, your story is motivating me to keep going. I think that is wonderful. I mean, there's no words that can really describe how that feels inside, to have some stranger that I don't even know, I never even met, you know, tell me thank you. And that's just, I never thought in a million years that I'd be here. And so you guys keep me motivated. You guys and your questions, and, you know, me looking at your guys' diets and kind of seeing what you need to do, and, you know, looking for advice. That's just totally cool, man. So that's what I use to keep me going. You know, what are you going to use? What's yours? What's yours? And for those of you who are out there, who are on the fence about all this, we're kind of new to this lifestyle, we're kind of him and hawing, you know, here's my thing. No more excuses. Make no more excuses for yourself. This is the lifestyle for you. You didn't just find this by chance. You found this for a reason. If you're working this lifestyle, then you're working it for a reason. Stick with it. All that's going to hold you back is you, if you let it. And I really can't stress this enough. Don't let your health get as bad as mine was. Don't be that 465-pound person with, you know, high blood pressure, who, you know, had sleep apnea, high cholesterol, you know, just that depression, just miserable, just feeling dead inside. That is just no place you want to be. I wouldn't wish that state of mind on my worst enemy. I wouldn't. And, you know, all I gotta say is do it now. Be of service to yourself. Give yourself the best gift that you can give yourself, and that is the gift of better health, of having positive, radiant, good health. Because honestly, you deserve it. You guys all deserve it. All right? So, all right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.